Greetings. How's everyone doing? Let's get this show on the road, shall we? 30 seconds. Let's get into it. Greetings. How's everyone doing on this very fine Sunday? Yeah, let me know how everything is going. I am going to share my screen or this timer. And let's see. Let's say hi to everyone in the chat. Obviously, firstly, SD. Hi, make friends with the like button. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, please make friends with the like button. Or give it a panda hug, whatever floats your boat. Richard's here. Gromit, how's it going? Good to see you. Highs. SD is tired, but I need to write more. Oh dear. Oh, such a grueling schedule you impose on yourself. Been a long old month, Chan. Yeah, I don't know why it feels like February seems to be longer than January. Yeah. I exchange chapters with my critique partner tomorrow. So, okay, a bit of a crunch time, fair enough. I get that. Yeah, so not unreasonable. We do like 12k words at a time. Oh, 12k words. Okay. Well, sometimes it's about quality as well, right? Obviously, that's a little less than 12k on the 7k, but if the quality is good and you had like other things going on, we're all human. It's all okay, I think. Got to be a bit gentle with ourselves sometimes. Yes, it has been. Yeah, I don't know why it's just like a long old month. It really just feels long this year. And yeah, it is a leap year. Good point. It is a leap year. Thank you for reminding us. Only 7k. Exactly. It's actually very decent, actually. 7k is very decent indeed. Mine is nowhere near that. We chose 12k to try to stick to our publishing schedule. Okay, fair enough. But it's more like a I hate to sound like Pirates of the Caribbean. Where they go, the Pirates Code. It's more like a guideline, really. Anyway, so my suggestion is like you guys chose 12k, which is great. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's more like a guideline. So maybe at some point you can maybe revisit the 12k target and see how it's working for both of you. And if it's working, then by all means continue or increase it. If it's not working, maybe try a little different target. Maybe that'll help. But yeah, only 7k is actually quite incredible. And Green Rule, good to see you. Good afternoon, all. Highs. Thank you for being here. Highs and welcomes. It's more guidelines than actual rules. Exactly, it's more guidelines than actual rules. The Pirates of the Caribbean line, right? Oh, the Pirates Code. Arr. Yeah, it's more like guidelines. It's not really a rule, but they do have rules. Their rule book. I can't remember what it's called now. Jack Sparrow's father keeps the rule book. Anyway, they do actually have rules, but sometimes the Pirates Code is more like a guideline. So sometimes, our targets are also more like guidelines, really. Highs. Oh, Inca. Hi, good to see you. Thank you for popping by. SD says, I've got 77k in the full draft, but I think the final draft will be around 150. Whew. Wow, that is a lot. That is a lot of words. I'm struggling to even, like, my mind is boggled by all that. It's crazy. That's amazing. Andy, please talk like pirate more. No. I don't know. We'll see. If there's enough demand, I might have to change my channel name again. Self piracy with Andy. Oh dear. No, we're not going to do that. I think that sends the wrong message. Yeah, this definitely won't go down well. I'm sure YouTube will ban me before I even use that. the channel name. Like, yeah. Not to mention the trouble I'll get into with like KDP and everything. This guy's teaching you how to pirate crap. No, I'm not doing that. we don't do that here. No, that's kind of uncool actually. Do not pirate stuff. Not from yourself or anyone else. Actually, yeah, self piracy. That exactly. Are you stealing from yourself and so you're getting the royalties, but you're not giving it. You're not keeping it. You're giving it away. Is that like self piracy? Exactly. Do not pirate books. There's actually a big. I don't. It's kind of like whack-a-mole at this point with piracy and books. I feel anyway. Let me know what you guys think. But once a book becomes even marginally famous or marginally interesting, people start to pirate stuff. You know what I mean? And it's just like whack-a-mole. You can't ever get all of them. Then you gotta do the takedown notices, and I know there are services for this, so you can always pay for the service to do the takedown notices and all that for you. But my point is that piracy is like it's like a whack-a-mole thing. You whack one and then like 50 pop up, and it ends up just taking all your time. Like, what is the point? The point was to write more or market more or whatever you're doing with your book business, right? The point was to do more of that. It wasn't to worry about whack-a-moles. Like, you hit one and then 50 pop up. We don't do that here. Exactly. That's Black Panther, King T'Challa. We don't do that here. When Rhodey, Dr. Banner was bowing. We don't do that here. Exactly. Marginally infamous. Yeah, either way. Basically, so long as anyone has remotely heard of any of your book titles, it just seems to end up in a pirate site. I don't know why people do that. Exactly. It's just like a never-ending cycle of whack, whack, whack. It just never stops, which is a problem. Obviously, it's a problem, but at the same time, it's not something a small company, a small business can constantly deal with. It's not like we have individually, like book business, self-publishing businesses. It's usually just run by one individual, right? It's not run by a staff of 50, and there's a legal team that's fully allocated to talk about whack-a-moles for piracy. We just don't have that kind of resource, right? Like, it's not a traditional publishing house where they have that kind of resource to use to combat those pirates. We smaller self-publishers like me, or most of us, we don't have that kind of time or money to deal with that. Oh, you never saw Black Panther? Oh, you are. Well, I don't know. I thought it was okay, but I think it's worth a watch, just so you know what it's about. I watch a lot of movies. Sometimes I don't like it, but I watch it because people are talking about it, so I end up watching it. Anyway, let's see. What has everyone been up to this week? It's kind of like the weekly catch-up almost. So let me know how you guys have been doing. I'm just curious what you guys have been up to, really. I haven't been hugely productive this week, I gotta say. I say that, but I've done stuff. It just doesn't feel like so this is just me personally. I always feel like I could have done more, and I'm sure I could have done more. I'm 100% sure I could have done more. And it just feels like I'm always falling short, Richard says, to be honest, I kind of got the idea from the trailer. Yes. Okay, no, fair enough. Not big on superhero films. Yeah, okay. That's cool. I have been writing this. How many words have you got? Are you writing with your clicky clacky keyboard? Incidentally, I don't know if Richard's got a link to his clicky clacky blog, clicky clacky keyboard blog. If you got a link to that, I highly recommend it. It's really interesting read. So if you've got a link, Richard, feel free to plug that. Richard says, just a short story that's already grown out of control. Oh yeah, that will be the next trilogy or whatever ology next for your next books. SD says, I got accepted by Book Sirens for my latest book. I remembered them from. Yes, excellent. Woohoo! I hope you get some reviews on that thing. I love Book Sirens. I gotta say, Book Sirens. Hey, deal me in. Deal me in. Like I highly recommend Book Sirens. Let's just do a little check, hey, on Book Sirens. Because you gotta do a bit of due diligence. Like, don't believe anything anyone says, including myself. Like, I never put out things that I think is gonna harm someone, but things change, right? Times change and things change, and okay, well, did I not spell it right? Just one word, maybe. Oh, there we go. Book Sirens is currently still at an excellent rating partner level with Alliance of Independent Authors. So this is kind of like my, call it the bare minimum due diligence level for me. And they got a legend here, a key or legend, and this is just the self-publishing services rated website by the Alliance of Independent Authors. So basically, this is run to try and keep self-publishing people and authors and writers in a safe space. In this case, they obviously do their due diligence on behalf of members, and they share some of this stuff with the community at large. So in this case, Book Sirens, hey, green. Anyway, I've used Book Sirens, and look, results may vary. Don't worry about how many reviews I get or anyone gets. Just try it out. I know there's a cost, but it's one of these things. Your mileage may vary. But yeah, excellent. I'm really happy to hear you got accepted by Book Sirens. They are very protective of their readers, so they may not accept all books. And don't take that as like them throwing shade on your book or anything. It may actually be doing you a favor. Like, if their readership is into, I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know who their readers are. That's kind of the point. I don't know who their readers are, but if their readers, using a food analogy, right? If they like KFC and you go in there saying, buy my burger from Wendy's, it's probably not going to have this the right vibe with their readers, right? So I have had books rejected and I've had books accepted. So it's worth a try, is what I'm saying, basically. And minimum due diligence. Always run it through the Alliance of Independent Authors over here. Minimum due diligence. Cool. Yeah. Richard said, "Ooh, Shannon, that's great." Yes, it really is. It really is. Great result there. Happy for you. I'm using a clicky clacky keyboard. Yes, that is very cool. Yes, thank you, Richard, for making me feel positive today. Say SD. Nice. There you go, Richard. You put a smile on someone's face. Inca says, I outlined the last few episodes of season 1 of my serial and finished prepping the final book in my series for release on the 29th. Ooh, leap year release. I like it. I'm assuming that's February 29th, Inca, or 29th Feb, because in the UK, it's date, month, and then year. So cool. Thank you, Richard, for posting the blog. Yes, that was actually really interesting to read. I read it and I thought it was really interesting. I'm glad it helped. Yeah, I'm glad I helped. Richard says, Shan, cool. A not short story, exactly. I think Richard's got his not so short story in the works. I'm already overwriting it. Each section was meant to be about 500 words ish. Some sections are 1500. Hey, when the writing bug bites, you got to roll with it. Ooh, Cleve. How's it going, Cleve? Mr. Bourbon, good to see you. How are you on this fine Sunday weekend? You call this productive? It's chats and giggles. Chats and giggles. We're going to do some sprints at some point. Fear not. We will be doing some sprints for sure. It's one I used ChatGPT as a brainstorm buddy. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. It'll be like, I guess it would be classified as AI assisted, maybe, with that. Take a shot. Welcome. Yes, hi, Cleve. Good to see Cleve for sure. Richard says, clicky keyboard blog post touches both on history and a personal note as someone on the ASD spectrum. Cool. Thank you for putting that in the chat, Richard. SD says, yeah, they said they would only accept if the book is professional, if they had the readership. Yes, exactly. They told me that they could market my book to about 1K readers. Yes, that is actually about right. Yes, that is correct. And also they have, well, you'll find all this out, when you go through the process, but basically they will push it to their readers. They will encourage you to push it to your audience, and it'll be and you can even do it as part of like a a book, kind of like an ebook fairs kind of thing. It's you'll get like quite a few people's books, and then you just say, go and have a read of all these books. It's currently free as advanced reader copies or whatever it is. And if you grab a copy, make sure you post your reviews. So you do like a joint marketing thing with Book Sirens, and it's really, I felt it was a really positive experience, and it's actually a good thing if some people's books don't get accepted because you save them money, basically. But yeah, they do have like a threshold. They want it to be professionally edited, professionally done. It's not like if you read the first 2-3 pages and then there's typos and the formatting looks out of whack and the cover looks like a third grade could have done it in 5 minutes. What can I say? I wouldn't blame them for kind of declining that. But they also have their readership, right? And if their readership is not into what you're selling, then probably good you don't get in, so you save some money. SD says not a lot, but hopefully I'll get a few reviews. Yeah, hopefully you will. Some people get lows, but it does depend on the readership. I got some great reviews from Book Siren. See, Inca knows what it's all about. Well done. Awesome, Inca. That is very cool. Yes, 29th Feb. Inca, yeah, feel free to plug if you got any on pre-order or whatever, feel free to plug that. I hope you are modded up. If you're not, let me know. I feel really bad if you're not modded up. You should be modded up. Hi. Yes, I'm just catching on the chat. Giggles, yes. Gaz or Gigat. I think Chiggles has probably won it at this point. Gigats. Oh. Emma, she says, "Hey, sweetie. Hi, honey. How are you? Hope you had a good dinner. If you have had a good day so far. Hi, Emma. Taps. Exactly. Right, Gromit. Like taps watch. What time do you call this, Emma? Exactly. Very un-British like. Like the Brits are famous for being on time. That's one of the things I've always had in my life. I always try to be on time. I make it a point not to show up if I don't plan on being on time. So that's not very nice of me. But yeah, if I'm going to be there, I'm going to be early or at least on time. Oh, Wayne, how's it going, buddy? W.A. Blinko. Are you on Instagram, actually? I need to add you if you are. Let me know. My handle is at selfpub with Andy, all one word on Insta. I'm just starting out with there and growing slowly. Emma says hi. Welcome, W.A. Blinko. From Richard. Hi, Richard. I'm not. Yeah. She's got other stuff to do, I think, unfortunately. But there we go. Yes, exactly. Thanks for swinging by, Emma. Hi. To be fair, I DNF'd sub-pub books in the past for yeah, exactly, right? Some stuff is just, oh my goodness. Like, you really do wonder. And I'm not setting the bar like, this has to be Olympic gold standard, But it can't be so bad that you can't get through the first 5 pages, surely, right? Cleve says, Emma Bennett, a question. Is your last name pronounced Bennett or Benet? I think it's Bennett. Bennett. That's how I pronounce it. Bennett, exactly. Benet. Yeah, I think with Benet, it would be more like there's an accent, an accent on the E at the end. But I think she's going to clarify like Bennett, exactly. It's like bend it, without the D. Oh dear. All jokes here. I'm kind of glad she's not going to stick around, otherwise she'll completely slay me. And it sounds like a bug. I have a friend who thinks all Bennett is pronounced Benet, and I disagree. Yeah, it depends where they're from, actually. 34k into book 2, only 6k short of my first draft target, says WA Blinko. Well done, Wayne. Good to see that. You are powering through. That's awesome. I like net better. Yes. Inca says, if your cover looks like it was made by the same person who made the X logo, they're gonna give you a swerve. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch the X logo issue or anything to do with X or Twitter with a barge pole. Not my thing. Shots fired. Yes. Oh, Better Laura is here. Hi. How's it going? Better Laura. I'll check it. Yes, please add me, or I don't know, follow me or whatever it's called. And obviously I'll follow you when you follow. Hopefully I get a notification. Better Laura, yes, the Better Laura, exactly, is in the house. Oh, thank you, Richard, for plugging the my Instagram thing in the chat. Thank you. How's that still going? Yeah, I don't know. Bennett with. Yeah, I was going to something a bit more rude, but Bennett with Bennett sounds good. This is the first link. This is the link for the new one. Book one is free, folks. Feel free to go check that out. Okay, Emma's off. Have fun catching you guys soon. Yes, I hope you have a good evening. Have a good evening. Richard says you can pre-order my next book, Price War: The Color of Money, and there's his link. Emma's World. Her poor feet. Her poor feet. First time doing a pre-order, so yeah. Well, hopefully, I hope you get a few pre-orders, and then when it does come out, you get the boost of sales right on the first day. So that's a strategy in itself, which is cool. She just had a roast. Yeah, I feel like Richard and Emma have something going that I don't know about. Really. Yeah. What's up with that? All in. Oh yeah. Okay. Poker night. All in. Bye. Okay, this is a bit rude. No, we're not doing this one. Yeah, unfortunately, Emma is no longer going to be staying around here today. Kind of sad. But yeah, she's got poker night. There we go. Yeah, so Book Sirens, give that a try for sure. I just wanted to show you guys, Book Sirens is still actually on Alliance of Independent Authors as the excellent partner. So definitely worth doing some due diligence, nothing wrong with that. Just a reminder, hit that like button if you haven't. And yeah, how was that rude? Come on, Richard, you know it was rude. You know it's rude. You totally know. But yeah, cool. What do you guys say? Shall we do a sprint? I don't know. We could sprint. Wayne says, might be quiet in the chat as I'm working. Yeah, cool. Thank you for loitering in the background. Keep lurking, and hopefully I'll see you on Instagram later at some point. Khalif says, I'm working on a grammar workbook. I was wondering if authors would be interested in one geared towards them. Like an adult brush-up workbook that includes grammar that affects writers. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know offhand if authors and writers would use that or invest in that. If it doesn't take too much effort, I'll probably just do it anyway, like a low content kind of thing, and then just put it out and see if it sells. And then you could always market it for creative writers, and it doesn't have to be authors or self-published people. It could just be like a broader kind of kind of feel. Yes, lurkers are always okay. Exactly. Sorry about the typos. Not good for it. Yeah, it's all good. It sounds like a great idea, says Richard. There you go. So you've already got a vote of confidence there. SD says, I'd probably frame it as a self-editing tool versus a grammar tool if for writers. Yeah, exactly. So have a play around with some ideas, really. Yeah. Oh, Inca, sorry she's not feeling well. Have a good evening. I hope you feel better soon into the new week. And I hope you have a great book launch, actually. 29th of Feb, folks, if you want to go and grab Inca's pre-order and launch. So book one is free. So it's in the chat. And that's the link, and books to read link, Cadence of Truth. Yeah, people saying byes. Hopefully she does feel better. Yeah, so hopefully you guys can go and check that out. Self-editing for writers has great SEO. There you go, Cleve. SE's just giving you a little nugget there. Feel free to use that as you see fit. Well, you don't have to use it. Richard says, agreed, maybe the subtitles can emphasize and we focus on grammar. Yeah, with the low content stuff, you got to kind of be careful. You don't want to keyword stuff. but you also want to get some keywords in there, you know. So don't repeat keywords. Like that's a big no-no now. By the way, back in the day, it used to be acceptable, and then KDP decided it wasn't acceptable because people went too far. There was just too much repetition of repeated keywords. Yes, that was the thing, repetition of words, and KDP really did not like that after a while. So there we go. We are where we are after that. Let's see. Oh, just a quick one. Esther is also streaming right now. Esther Marie in the Romance Writers Room. So if anyone would like to pop by and say hi, feel free. Cool. Cleve says, thanks, Shannon. I'm almost finished with an adult grammar workbook. And I thought it might work for others as well. Yeah, exactly. It's just about framing. So if most of the content is going to be the same, you could just frame it for a different audience, yeah? Because it's going to be mostly the same stuff, really. I mean, maybe you could change something slight inside the contents and make it a new book, potentially. But then most of it's like the same. So then it wouldn't be a huge amount of work to get another product out to market. And that's actually not a bad thing, because then you'll have two products out to market and, you know, potentially two streams of income kind of thing, you know? Not a bad idea. But you do you, you know, if that doesn't work for you, no problem, you know, feel free to use your ideas however you see fit. It's all good. It's all good. Cool. Let me see. I'm kind of tempted. Yes, I like that idea. Yeah, it's all about like repackaging similar stuff. So you may have to shift a little bit. I'm gonna give you the food analogy again. Like if people like KFC, they obviously kind of like chicken, which means they may like things like Popeyes and stuff, right? Chicken associated stuff. If you give them vegan stuff, then people will probably not like it. And similarly, if you cater for a vegan market, people who like vegan things may like vegan meats, vegan cheese, vegan whatever. So it's kind of it's similar stuff. So you've already got the stuff for one crowd. You might as well shift it slightly, just slightly, not a huge amount, and then you get like a different focus for a similar group, right? And that could work. So Cleve says, yes, I would add things like modal verbs, must have to, active passive voice, yeah, for writers. Cool, there you go. Making me hungry. And that's a Laura. Oh dear. On that note, I am actually kind of hungry. So, yeah. Yeah. Let me see. I'm not going to go and get food yet. Actually, I wanted to share with you, and I hope you give me a bit of time with this, because it's important that I share this. And yesterday, so it's going to be a long, well, not too long a story, I hope, but it is going to be a bit of a story. Yesterday, we went to pick up we went on a mission. We'll call it a mission, okay? And the mission was to save a cat. And it's a literal cat. I'm not talking about the book. I'm not talking about the book, Save the Cat, which is actually quite famous. Save the Cat. Either the one by Blake Snyder or the other one by, or they even have a website. So it's one of these, you know. Anyway, I got this one by Jessica Brody. I think I should get the one by Blake Snyder as well. I think that might really. Anyway, so we went on a mission yesterday to literally save a cat because my mother-in-law, so father-in-law passed away a few years ago, and the mother-in-law has not been able to care for the cat that has been around since. He used to do all the caring for the cat basically, and you know, when he passed, unfortunately, the cat kind of lost him, and the mother-in-law hasn't been well recently either. And so yeah, we went yesterday all day. Basically, it was an 8-hour drive, folks, 8 hours. So we drove 8 hours, 4 hours there, took a break, 4 hours back, and we had a couple of stops in between as well. So we literally saved a cat who is now with us in the house. But because we've already got a cat, we've got to kind of be careful to how we introduce them. They know each other from years ago. They used to hang out and they used to be kind of friendly. Not like best friends, friendly, but friendly enough that they would sit around and hang out with each other. But they weren't giving each other baths or anything. So, yeah. Anyway, that is what happened yesterday. So I thought I'd share it with everyone. So we've now got a new cat. I say new, but it's actually my father-in-law's cat. Her name is Nola. So, other Laura. Oh my goodness, Richard, the cat is alive. Come on, that's just rude. So the cat, we estimate, because the cat was from a shelter originally, and we estimate that the cat is about 13 years old. So she's not a young cat, and she's never been in like a car ride for that long. So I think it may have been a little traumatic to sit in the car for 4 hours, but yeah, we went over 4 hours there and got the cat, and 4 hours back, and she's now with us. Hopefully for a few years. I don't know. We shall see. Yes, yeah, cat is definitely alive. Yes, we saved the cat. What does she look like? I will try and post something on Instagram. Haven't really got a picture of that. Yeah. Let's see. I don't have a good picture at the moment, but she's still kind of skittish, right? She just arrived yesterday. It's been less than 24 hours, so we're kind of giving her a bit of space to acclimatize, you know. But she's very furry. She's a petite cat, very furry. Um, she's not like violent at all. She's quite docile, so that's nice. But she is an older cat, so we have to be careful how we reintroduce her in a new environment. But yeah, that was our adventure yesterday. We went 4 hours to my mother-in-law's place to get a cat from way back. We did offer in the past to take the cat after father-in-law passed, but yeah, we had to get the cat yesterday, which is fine. So we got the cat yesterday, and hopefully she will be with us for many years to come. No, it wasn't a Schrodinger cat. No, Twinkle is still here. Twinkle is still here. So that's the whole issue about like reintroducing them as friends. So they used to hang out, but because it's been so many years, we've got to kind of be strategic about how we reintroduce them, and not get them too upset. Because obviously this is Twinkle's kind of domain, and Nola is being introduced to her domain, and Nola is in a new environment, and she's going to be all freaked out and scared, and we're just trying to give her as much time as she needs to slowly reintroduce, get used to a new environment, basically. Oh, flip, exactly. Yes, better Laura, that is our hope. That is our hope, that they will be friends again. But we're kind of taking it very slow, just in case, and we don't want to upset either, because obviously Twinkle is important and Nola is important as well. So we'll see. So Cleve says, "My cat hates everyone but me." Yes, I've known cats like that. If I pay attention to any other animal or person, she will sit at my feet and guard me like Sphinx. Like God cat. What's your cat's name, Cleve? Let us know. Just curious, really. So yeah, literal mission to save the cat yesterday, and that was fun. Mind you, it took quite a lot out of me, because traveling and that takes energy, shall we say? The travel. Khaleesi, ooh, the queen. That is a very strong name, Cleve. I fully approve, and I'm sure she definitely has the attitude to go with that. I think, Oh, Michael, good to see you, buddy. How's it going down south? um, happy Lunar New Year that recently went by the way. Richard says, does she go a bit mad in the 8th season? I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Not in real life cats. You know. But yeah, so that's what's been up recently. How's it going down? Yeah, okay, well, he lives in the south, right? I mean, in fairness, I live quite far up north, so pretty much anywhere else could be considered south. There's not many other places that will be considered north of me, essentially, you know? She is a tortoise shell, so she has that. Yes, sounds like a very, sounds like a cat with good attitude, or attitude of sorts. I like it, you know? I like that. Everyone lives in the south compared to Canada. Did you know, like, most of Canada is actually mostly not inhabited? It could be argued that most of it is uninhabitable, you know. But yeah, that is totally true. Happy New Year of the Dragon, indeed. Are you a dragon, Michael? I don't know what year you were born in, so um, which which animal are you for Lunar New Year? Sorry, just taking a sip of my coffee here. Um, Maybe Greenland. Exactly, Greenland, which ironically is the one covered in ice. Yeah, and Iceland is not actually covered in ice, which is, oh dear. I don't know why people name countries the way they do. Like Canada is called village. It's literally named as from the word Kanata, which is village. Um, you could say I live in a village, where Iceland mainly doesn't have. So exactly right. It's ironic. She'll put Jon Snow in his place. Yes, she would. Khaleesi would put Jon Snow in his place. And also, Jon Snow doesn't know anything anyway. Ah, dear. Bit of Game of Thrones humor. Oh, Michael's a rooster. Okay. Cool, cool. Um, yeah, I might Google which year roosters are. Maybe you can Google that now. Um, year, years of the rooster. I don't know if that'll come up with. Okay, so Michael is probably a 1981 baby, I think. Michael is probably a 1981. That's my best guess. England has no ings. Oh, sorry, I got that now. Took me a while. Yeah, Iceland has no ice, and Greenland has no green. It's crazy, isn't it? I'm a monkey. Oh, okay, that's nice. Playful, right? And very energetic, which is always good. Learn something interesting. Indeed, indeed. In Ontario, says Michael, there's a country the size of There's a county the size of Germany. Yes, it really, yeah. There's a lot of landmass, but not a lot is habitable in Canada, especially the northern territories. It's a bit too cold for most people, I think anyway. Um, Canada map. Well, I should really say map of Canada, really. Which goes back to Cleve's. Oh my god! Which goes back to Cleve's idea of doing a grammar kind of workbook for authors, and like I literally just typed Canada map instead of map of Canada, and I feel like there is definitely an audience for it. I'm just not sure I would be one of the audience, really. England is the only word in the English language that has the eng sound, making an ing sound. Yes, that is interesting. That is interesting. I did not know that. Um, let's have a look at Canada. This map over here. Okay, so we just zoom in a little bit. So like most of this bit here, like all this bit up north above this line kind of thing, it's basically so cold that most people don't live there. There is a population, but it's a small population. Most of Canada's population is like around here, where my mouse is. So it kind of it's the middle of British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, middle of Quebec, and then all the way up to Newfoundland and Labrador. I think most of the population is concentrated below that midpoint line. There are people who live above that line, but the further north you get, the less people you get, really. But yeah, how old are you? I'm not gonna reveal my age, but I am around. I would say we're not far off. English in general, yes. I like writer Cleve Bourbon, says Rick. That is high praise. That is high praise. Ooh, interesting, Cleve. Yeah, I didn't know that actually. Everything comes back to Cleve's grammar work. Exactly, right? Literally, I need, but that's why I hire editors, because my English is really bad. Oh dear, I don't even know why I bother writing anything. Actually, shh, don't tell Emma. She will give me an earful. I feel my writing is really bad, which I guess now is a good time for me to tell you guys that my writing is kind of stalled. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. I feel bad about it, but my writing has stalled and it hasn't really, like, I wrote like a few thousand words and then it's just kind of stalled. Which is really bad. Michael says, Andy, show me map, Canada map. Yeah, exactly. Google's like, ugh, do I have to? Where's Keanu from? Yes, Keanu is actually Canadian, so let's have a look. Maybe back again. And where is Keanu Reeves from? Oh, he was born in Beirut, Lebanon. I didn't know that. Where did Keanu Reeves grow up? Oh, he grew up in Toronto. Okay. He was born in Beirut, raised in Toronto. Okay, there we go. So he is there's the info you need. Better, Laura. Where's Keanu from? That's the best bit. Toronto, which is not where I'm from. I think that's closer to where Michael is. Andy is clearly not older than. Ooh. I'm not going to say too much about this, but I have been given, and this is like a few years ago, I was given a kids menu in a restaurant. I went in with my business suit on, right? This is when I was working in London quite a few years ago, and I got given a kids menu. Yes, that's. I do look young, right? And one of the problems I have with this young looking gene that I've got is and it's happened more than once as well. People mistake my mother as my sister. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to repeat that. People have mistaken my mother to be my sister. It's like, what the? And I've been given kids menu. I don't even start with bars asking me for ID, because that is a thing as well. So yeah, it's really bad. I do look really young. Lol, Laura, that's Laura. I don't know where Keanu is from. Toronto. Oh, Keiko, how's it going? Guten Tag, Keiko. How's everything in Germany? How's the uni going? And fan fiction that you're writing? Feel free to give us an update. Other Laura, better Laura says, I think it might be Toronto. It is. It is. She's busy being. Be nice, Richard. But Beaver is from Stratford, Ontario. Oh, is he? I didn't know that. Yeah, playing cards she is. While looking at, we were just talking about where Keanu Reeves is from Keiko. Wayne Gretzky is from Kingston, and he's no, I'm definitely not 50. I will confirm that I'm not 50. Cleve says writing is not dependent on how well you understand grammar and mechanics. Grammar can always be fixed later. Shakespeare didn't even have much in the way of grammar, so you're okay to write that. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I've said this many times before, but I did like exams in English literature way back when I was much younger. I did it twice, right? And I got a D, and then I got an E in that order. Yes, I actually got worse. Oh dear. I don't know why these things happen or why it happens to me, but yes, that actually happened. So Richard says they thought your business suit was from school. There was no logo. It wasn't a school uniform. I tell you. They thought he was a 12-year-old going to a wedding. Probably. It's really kind of rude, but yeah, great advice. Yes, it is great advice. Thank you, Cleve. Keiko says, semester is over, had a mess with registering for this semester's exam, which resulted in my teacher regrading a paper that I wrote 2 years ago. Wow. Oh my goodness. That's some next level crazy. Now I have to write the paper for this semester, not until mid-April. Okay, so you got some time left, right? You got a couple of months, or a month and a half at least, right? Bartender to Andy, says Michael. Some ID, please. Also, bartender to me. Sorry, we don't do senior discounts. I don't know if bars do senior discounts. Do they? I don't frequent bars very often, so I'm gonna have to rely on your reporting on that one. Keiko says, oh, and the fan fiction. I'm still struggling with the second chapter, but I made progress. Yeah, cool. And that's exactly it, right? Just some progress is always good, you know, and keep moving forward. No uni till mid-April. Nice. The paper is due March 31st. Oh, okay. So you're gonna be doing a bit of work over the break, and hopefully you get it sorted out. I'm sure you will. I have absolute confidence that you will get that sorted out, Keiko. No problems whatsoever. But yeah, let us know how it goes, in the future. Okie dokie, let's see. You don't need to teach. Goodness me. I do enjoy some whiskey, actually. That's the one drink that I've tried to get into. But it's not just whiskey. I'm actually more like I'm trying different drinks. At the moment, I'm trying different kinds of whiskey. So I've got 4 bottles of, well, they're small taster bottles, okay? They're not like giant bottles, they're taster bottles. I've got 4 whiskey brands in front of me. So there's Jack Daniels, there's Fireball, JP Weiser, and 40 Creek. There we go. Niagara whiskey. So I'm going to try some of those. I'm just doing it because it's like a taste test kind of thing, Not really because I'm into alcohol, Oh, teeth. Okay, that makes more sense. You don't need teeth to drink whiskey. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It doesn't mean I'll give it to babies though. Keiko says, yeah, all paper writing in March. Will you translate? No, no, I think my Japanese is probably not very good. I'll probably defer to like Google Translate or something like that. Oh, AI. Does AI do translations? Serious question here, folks. I don't actually know this question, the answer to this question. Does AI do translations? And if it does it do a good job of translating? I'm actually really curious, because there's obviously a huge market for translated works, right? Which you can translate your own works. And historically, we've always paid translators to do it. But I don't know if AI would translate it good enough, I guess. I'm just curious. I haven't done it. I have no plans on translating my works at the moment. Better Laura says, most alcohol tastes like nail polish removed. Yeah, exactly. I just don't like anything I drink, I end up mixing it with like fizzy drinks, pop fizzy drinks, depending on where I'm from. But that's literally me. I just end up putting like Coca-Cola on it, or Pepsi, or 7-Up, or Sprite, or whatever. I just end up mixing the taste, and I know that's not how people drink it, or some people don't drink it like that, but I do. Keiko says, though I will write on Anne's 10K stream Sundays on my fan. Cool. Yeah. I saw Anne. I popped in earlier as well. People were doing a long stream on that one. That was a long stream. This semester, I seminar on translating. Nice. We were tasting this. We were tasting this out, and got my teacher in a fit, who doesn't like tech at all. Okay, testing it out. Sorry. Interesting. I know academia is not very keen on AI. I mean, there's many reasons for that, but generally they're not very keen, as far as I understand. Michael says, Niagara wine started getting some international renown about 25 years ago, but I only found out like recently. So I didn't know. I also want to try like Texas bourbon. I think it is like actual bourbon. I want to try that. I'm curious. Tested different ones with and compared it with human translations. Okay, cool, cool. Michael says all this talk about alcohol makes me want a root beer float. I do like root beer. AMW's root beer. It's cool. HK, hi. How's it going? HK, I'm gonna challenge you to do a really cute like the button thing. I don't know. That always makes me smile, by the way. um, HK says, hi Andy, hi guys, and about the translation thing, it does an okay job and decent Icelandic. Okay, but you still need to edit the translation. Yeah. But I would not have the knowledge or skills or anything to use AI for that anyway. And my books are not that um, famous or popular for me to look at translations yet. But it's something to think about for sure. Yeah, Keiko says yes. 10 hours it was fun. But yeah, I was there only for a short time earlier. It's cool. HK says been testing it out to make having Icelandic and English versions of my drafts. Nice. Yeah. I know your HK is multi-talented and she speaks like 2 languages fluently. I think your Icelandic is way better than my English. I'm pretty sure. Um, and your English is definitely better than my Icelandic. Hands down on that. Keiko says Google Translate sometimes just changes kanji or entire sentences to autocorrect of what it thinks is correct. And then you get a, let's say, strange translation. Yeah. Google Translate, I definitely do not trust. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, that's Google Translate isn't for me right now. I'm just wondering if the AI stuff, like the chat GPTs of AI, if those are well, are they trained up enough? Are they intelligent enough to do not only a translation but a decent translation? I'm just curious, really. I once got the translation Okinawa pigs fly and ironed. It was a cooking mess. Oh god. Yeah, you gotta use our iron. Sorry. There you go. Yeah, you gotta use a bit of common sense with this translation stuff. Really, you don't want to use it as is. Laura says the auto translate on Facebook and Twitter always seem pretty bad. Yeah, I don't trust those at all. I mean, it gives me an idea, but I don't fully trust it. Oh, look at the time. Okay, folks, let's do a half an hour sprint. Okay, I think yeah, I'm sorry, I went on a little tangent there with my I'm sorry, but yeah, I had to save the cat yesterday, literally. And hopefully Nola will be happy here. I'm hopeful. But we gotta see how it goes. Like, yeah, we'll see. Anyway, let's do this 30-minute sprint, and then I'll see you guys in 30 minutes, and we can have a bit more of a chat, and then maybe close off. All right, I'll see you guys in 30. Okie dokie. Let me see. That was the first sprint. I'm not sure if we're gonna do another one. We'll see how we do. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully, yes. I'm just checking everything. Seems to be working, so hopefully that's good. We're back to chats and giggles, folks. So let me know how you did. Just gonna check a few messages here on the chat. Okay, so HK popped in, and I hope you're doing well, HK. Out of nowhere, a tiger ninja sneaks in and steals Andy's like button. The pandas panic and steal back the like button, giving it a nice firm bump to make sure it's never stolen again. Oh, that is super cute. And literally, at the time, I nearly snort laughed. That is, yeah, we got to get more creative about getting hits on the like button, you know? Which, by the way, folks, hit that like button, please. Yes, exactly, Michael says, very nice, HK. Yeah, it was cool. Well, heart emoji, HK, thank you. Carolyn popped in. I have a pre-order deadline tomorrow, so I need some productivity. Excellent. Hopefully you're getting some stuff done. Me saying hi. Keiko is off. She's off for the evening. Have a great day and night. Yep. Bye. Oh, good. Thanks for hanging out. What I said. Richard got 621 words. That is that's pretty good, actually. 12:48 for the day. Nice. Very good. That's actually very respectable. Very good indeed. Hi, Carolyn. Nice to be here. Yep. Good to have you here. Thank you for stopping by. Me, I actually made a slice of toast. Sour bread dough, sour bread, and yeah, sourdough bread. Sorry. So you gotta get that right. Sourdough bread, had a slice of toast. That's what I did. Had a bit of coffee, just you know, have a bit of caffeine in my system so I don't fall asleep. I know it's only 4:30 odd, but man, it feels like a long February, like Richard was saying earlier. What's wrong with sourdough? Oh my god, what's wrong with sourdough? Is there something wrong? I feel like this is this like cake gate? I like sourdough bread, by the way. Welcome, Carolyn from Richard. Cool. Better Laura says sourdough is yum. It is. It really is. I think it also releases glucose, if I'm right, at a slower pace. So, basically, as far as I understood it, for people who were diabetic or borderline diabetic, sourdough bread was the preferred bread because it's, better, apparently. I'm not sure. It's not medical advice. It was a joke. Okay. Whew. You got me going there. I love sourdough. Yes, me too. Dean their own sourdough starter. Cool. Richard is way too clever for us. He really is. He's got the smarts. And we don't really. He's like way ahead of us. But I'm thankful that we're all on board with sourdough bread because that would have been like, what? That would have been like another cake gate as far as I'm concerned. Which incidentally, I'm not a huge fan of cake. In case you didn't know. Well, this is got to be like public knowledge, surely by now. Only one human being on earth does not like cake. Self-pub with Andy. I do like some kinds of cake, but not in large portions. So it's got to be like a small slice of cake. Like some cupcakes are okay. I'm not keen on the icing most of the time, but yeah. What can I say? It's a quirk. It's a thing. It's a thing. So yeah, I got my sourdough bread. I got some coffee, caffeinated a bit, and Richard is asking, what was the story with the turkey bacon? What story with turkey bacon? Was there a story of turkey bacon? I eat turkey bacon. I don't know. Was there a story? Michael says Rich is so ahead of us. For him, it's already 2025. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm okay for 2024 to slow down a little bit. I feel February just seems to be dragging on. I'm not sure if you guys feel that. Like Richard had mentioned that, SD had mentioned that earlier as well. It just feels like it's a long Feb for some reason. You know? Richard says the crinkly chips were very retro. Yeah, those are frozen. Okay, so yeah, the Insta one. It's just basically turkey bacon instead of regular pork bacon. Apparently, it's slightly healthier. I'm told. I don't know. It's certainly a bit less oily. Actually, it's a lot less oily. I do enjoy pork bacon, so don't get me wrong. I eat both, but turkey bacon tends to be the healthier choice. I think anyway. It's less greasy and oily, but I eat both. I'm happy with both. You know, equal opportunities for turkey and pork bacon. So yeah, we're good there. What was I gonna say? Yes, so I need to go and check on Nola, the cat we've adopted recently, and I'm gonna go and do that after the stream. Actually, I gotta go and do a workout as well. So it'll be check on the cat, do a workout, and then have dinner later. That is the plan for tonight. I am gonna check some more tax info, folks. I'm a Brit. I'm also Canadian, and because of my sins in however many past lives, including current life, I have the opportunity to do taxes twice every single year. So yeah, I wish I didn't have to, but there we go. Bessalora says, "Why don't they make beef bacon?" Yeah, that is true. Why don't they? That is a good point. And how about lamb bacon? I'm just throwing it out there since we're talking beef bacon. Why not lamb bacon? That would be incredible. It would be. Saying that pork bacon is, it is. I do enjoy pork bacon, but you can't have too much of it because it is kind of, yeah, we're not gonna touch that. No. Also, isn't jerky basically beef bacon? Is it? It's like dried out, isn't it? I thought beef jerky was like dried out stuff, so it's not really like, I don't know, crunchy and all sorts. It's not the same. I don't think, or maybe it is. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. So that's in response to jerky, basically beef bacon. I'm not sure it is really. Seriously, I am curious to know if it is. I don't think it is. I might be wrong though. Anyway, so yeah, I've got some more bits to work on. This coming week is looking kind of busy, but I'm gonna go and check on the cat, Nola, who's recently joined us. Ooh. Before this, did we do a Save the Cat one? Map of Canada, you have the rooster, Save the Cat. Yes. Yeah, so not sure if you guys are joining late, but basically I had a trek yesterday to my mother-in-law's to get a cat who was adopted by my father-in-law, who passed away a few years ago. Mother-in-law can't, care for the cat anymore, so we offered in the past to take the cat, but it's only happened yesterday. So we got the cat, Nola. Suddenly I want smoked salmon, says Michael. Very bougie. Say hi. Yes, I will. It's Nola the cat. Nola. I'm gonna pronounce it. Sorry, I'm gonna put it in the chat. Nola is the cat's name. So yeah, I'm not sure. She should be okay. I think she's like settling in. So we've given her a room in the basement, literally a room for her in the basement, and I'm hoping she will be settling in. So it's been about 24 hours now, I think. Yeah, it's been about less than 24 hours still, but hopefully she'll acclimatize in that room, and then we'll slowly introduce her to the rest of the house, and we will slowly introduce her to Twinkle. They actually used to hang out with each other, but it's been quite a few years, so I'm not sure if both of them remember each other. I hope they do, because it'll make the meeting and acclimatizing much easier. But yeah, we're just taking things slow to make sure Twinkle knows we're not abandoning her, and we still obviously love her, and we just want to introduce Nola the cat. That we have to. Well, we're happy to rescue. Obviously, is it common in England? Is what common in England? Beef bacon? Oh, yes, it is a cute name. It's considered a bit posh. Is it really? I used to have posh. I used to have smoked salmon fairly regularly. Sorry, I just had to mute myself as I drank a bit of coffee. Um, Smoked salmon, is it posh though, really? Wouldn't you agree? Oh, Better Laura says it's posh. Smoked salmon is posh. Really? Oh, okay. It's fair. Well, don't get the there's different levels of smoked salmon, right? You don't have to get the whole salmon. You can get, a small piece here and there. It's a little expensive here in Ontario, but not enough to be considered special. Okay, so Vesselora is clarifying it's not caviar posh, but it's a bit posh. So it's kind of like if you normally shop in like Asda. God, I feel really bad. I feel like I'm being a class snob here. But if you if you normally shop in Asda, so like smoked salmon would be considered maybe shopping in Marks and Spencers, M&S, maybe. But it's not quite, shopping in Fortnum and Mason, for example, posh, like caviar. Is that the kind of grading? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I do enjoy salmon, and I have had smoked salmon. Interestingly, I haven't had much smoked salmon since coming to Canada. So smoked salmon is definitely on my list of things to eat when I get back to London. So yeah. The teriyaki salmon in the air fry. Nice. So did you season that yourself? Huh. Andy totes a wait. I don't know. For some things, yeah, I shop. I used to shop at Waitrose. I used to shop at Sainsbury's. I've also shopped in Tesco's. So yeah, M&S, yes, Marks and Sparks. Oh, good, Vesselora. She totally totally got the supermarket comparison. I'm as a guy. Well, Richard, Gromit, you are sitting on a huge amount of money. I'm just kidding. But you have potentially the opportunity to upgrade should you wish to do that. Richard, call it a habit after working there for 10 years. Okay. Yep. Better Laura, I'm Tesco, but I love Waitrose. Yeah, Waitrose stuff, it's expensive, but it's not necessarily better. I think that's the problem. So sometimes you can get like similar brands, but you just pay more. So why would you pay more? I mean, obviously you need to weigh up whether it's convenience or do you have to travel like 5 hours to go somewhere else to get food, that kind of thing. So yeah, there is the big Tesco near me, which is always an adventure that makes me feel very grown up. Really? What big Tesco? Like, roughly, where are we talking? Is this like a superstore Tesco thing? I mean, I could shop at Waitrose. Exactly, mortgage free. Look at this. Talk about the flexing here. Gromit is mortgage free. Does anyone else call it big Tesco? I call it Tesco superstores. Waitrose it does have a nice vibe. It really does. That is true. One thing I do like from Waitrose is some of their bakery bits, but it depends on whereabouts. Like, not all Waitroses have bakeries, and even then, it depends on what kind of bakery they make. So I like Marks and Sparks bakeries as well. I really like those actually. M&S for bakery. I'm happy to go there. Club card accepted, indeed. I went to M&S and I was basically the youngest. You just need to put on a disguise. That's all you need. Oh my god, the wig. Yes, it's like that's the bakery thing. I do like bakery. From M&S. That's my thing. Little store bakeries. Really, I've never tried it. Not that I'm snobbish about it or anything. I just never tried it. I'm happy to try different things. You know. So anyway, yeah. So I gotta save the cat. So I have saved the cat, literally, and we are going to see how that unfolds over the next few days. Hopefully, the two cats, Twinkle and Nola, will recognize their scents, and yeah, because they sniff each other, right? You know, literally, it's how cats network, I guess. If that's the thing, or socialize. So yeah, hoping they will get along fine. Is this stream now sponsored by basically every UK? No, it's not. I wish it were. If these supermarket stores are listening, feel free to sponsor a video or two. You know, I'm always happy to. If I shot there before, you know. So yeah, I doubt they're going to contact me anytime soon though. It would be interesting if they did, or like tease. Oh, there is Aldi. Have I had Aldi bakery? No, I have not had Aldi bakery, but I have shopped at Aldi before. Yeah, it's not too bad actually. I used to get like the cheese from there. That was good value. Aldi has good value cheese, and sometimes the like hams and stuff, like cold meats. You know, all the other ones. Oh god. Ay, 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 ay. Um, yeah, no. Since being Canada, it's different kind of stores really over in Canada. Lidl does good value cheese. Really? Because there's no Lidl near where I am or where I used to live. So Lidl wasn't really big on my list to go and shop at. So I guess it does depend where you are as well and what shops are available to you. That's kind of a big thing for me. Like wherever I am, I am. And that's where I kind of go shop really. Middle of the aisle is an adventure. Middle of little. Yes, sometimes they do different things, right? Like I think they do that at Aldi as well sometimes. You never know what sort of random crap you need with that. Exactly. It's whatever. It's like they went off to they someone in their purchasing department found some really good deals on something random and said, "Ooh, look, maybe our customers will like this one." Oh dear. No, I guess maybe that's how it goes, you know. So yeah, we were talking about book sirens earlier as well. If anyone has tried them, SD just got accepted, which is cool. So that's cool, and they're still partner level with Alliance of Independent Authors. It's like a basic check, really. Let's see. We once bought a chainsaw. Why'd you buy a chainsaw? What did you need a chainsaw? Bestseller? As you, it definitely was cut price. It was like sawed in half or more. Oh dear. He is punny. He is very punny. Yeah. So I don't know. It's a different kind of supermarket setting in Canada, as far as I know. So there are it's Walmart, obviously. I'm surprised Walmart doesn't have a foothold in the UK at all. That's kind of really interesting, you know. I kind of wish they had a foothold in the UK because then you can get Walmart stuff and you can do jokes about the people of Walmart in the UK, which is a thing. Um, let's see. Really, Walmart owned Asda. Is that true? I had no idea. I'm actually really interested now. Who owns Asda? I'm curious. So Walmart sold their holding. Walmart announced an agreement to sell majority stake, so they no longer have ownership. It's now owned by brothers Mohsin and Zuba Issa, initially as Euro Garage. Okay, I didn't know that. TDR Capital acquired Asda. Walmart retained an equity investment, so they still have equity in Asda. Okay, that's interesting. Do we know if Asda's listed on the stock market anywhere? Wikipedia Asda. Wonder when this was updated. Doesn't really say, does it? We've gone on a proper tangent here, folks. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I think they still they have a minority stake apparently. Yes, Target. Oh my god, Target did not. That kind of went off the rails, didn't it, in Canada with Target? That did not go down so well. Good effort though. Good effort. At least they tried. Yes, it sounds like Walmart has some minor stake still in Asda. No, Tesco did not succeed in getting the US market, unfortunately. It's not easy to break into new markets. It really isn't. So I guess I don't know if we can learn from that as for our own publishing businesses. It's not easy to break into a new market, for example. Actually, it's quite tough to break into a new market, and especially when the big companies are already very well established. I'm not saying you can't do it. It's just it may not happen, and if it does happen, it's going to take a lot of effort, a lot of time and money probably to break into. I mean, you can always try. No harm in trying for sure, but it's not easy. Richard says, also from my understanding, the US market is so huge, you basically can't start a fully national chain. Yeah, you probably have to start in one place, grow into the next, and then, see where it goes from there. It's pretty regional, even if that region is multiple. Yeah, it's a regional thing. Exactly. The competition is going to be very, very tough. Bessalora says, the only English thing that broke America is the spice. Come on. The Beatles broke into the US. The Beatles were really big in the US for a while, I think. Mind you, I wasn't around in that time, so just in case, let's be clear, I'm not quite from that era. Oh dear. Oh, Nia! How's it going, Nia? Good to see you, Vixen Fiction. Oh, actually, Nia, I forgot to message you, but basically, I went to your stream like a few days ago, maybe last week. Sorry, earlier in the week. I was messaging in the chat on YouTube, and nothing was appearing. I was like, what is going on here? Anyway, I was there, and I was just lurking, basically, because I don't know why my messages were not going through. So weird. Richard says, hi. Yes, Bessalor, exactly. Beatles were big in the US. You got some, decent British exports. Michael says British cars do pretty well in the States and Canada. Really? British cars, do they? I don't think they do. Isn't it more like, I don't know. No, I'm not a very good car person, actually. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It was really weird because I was like, why are they blanking me? This is like, did I insult someone? I definitely didn't insult anyone's cat because I don't know if you're hearing, but we just adopted another cat. So I was like, what's going on? I don't know. Richard says there are no British-made cars anymore. Yeah, that's probably true. I certainly can't think of any. Yeah, because Britain doesn't really export cars. Better, Laura. British actors do well. Yes, actors. Yes, that is true. Actors and actresses. Yes, they do. Henry. Don't know. Everyone loves Henry. Yeah, I kind of wish I was Henry as well. Actually, that's what I secretly wish. There's so many things I would change about my appearance. Seriously. But it's just what I have, right? I don't know. I'm just insecure about that. I'm gotta get over that, I guess, at some point. But it might be a lifelong thing. I'm not sure I'll ever get over it. you know. We make vacuum cleaners called Henry. Yes, and is the other one the female version? Is it called Molly? I think it's Henry and Molly. Was it? I still have Henry Hoover. Yes, the Henry Hoover. Yeah. I think it's Molly Hoover on the other one. The pink one, I think. Is the Hoover named after him? No, I think the Hoover was here way before Henry was. Now we're going to call him Henry C. The Hoover was around for much longer. I'm surprised Dyson hasn't really. I mean, Dyson is kind of famous, but I don't think Dyson manufactures anything in the UK, if I'm right. Hetty, that's right, Hetty. Not Molly. Oh, wow, I thought Molly. IIRC, what's that? Do I dare look this up? Urban Dictionary. I'm not brave enough today. Apparently Henry C. billing his gaming computer on YouTube. Yes, because he actually said he prefers gaming to hanging out with people. I think it was something like that. That was a big thing. He is indeed a massive nerd, which is wonderful. If I recall, okay, cool. If I recall correctly, Henry went to boarding school in my town. Claims to fame. Really? Which town is that? I am curious now. Boarding school in which town? Let's Google it. Don't have to be too specific with your address, but we can at least find out which boarding school Henry went to. That might be interesting. If anyone wants to have a Google with me, I'm always happy to Google stuff. I like learning new things, especially where famous people went to school from. Buckingham Stowe School. Okay, let's do Buckingham. Buckingham Stowe. Oh, huh. Okay. Interesting. So there you go. Wikipedia has this. By the way, he was educated at St. Michael's Preparatory School in St. Saviour, Jersey, before attending Stowe School in Stowe. Oh, there you go. Huh, I didn't know that. Well, there you go. Learned something new today. Stow, yes. Would you stow away with him? I don't think Bessalora would. I think Bessalora would be very happy to stow away with Henry on this one. Yeah. Some people have all the luck, hey. She definitely wouldn't say no. She would not say no. Oh my god, we've just gone off like the rails on this chat, haven't we? Not even sure what the point was now. What was the point? We're gonna do Henry WDC. Yeah, we're gonna. That's very posh. That's a very posh name, isn't it? Henry WDC. Now he is posh. Yes, he is very posh apparently. I'm not sure he shops in Asda, to be honest, or Tesco, or Aldi, or Lidl, or Walmart. I don't know if he shops in Walmart. Does he shop in Walmart? I'd be curious. Anyway, I don't think we have time for another sprint. Sorry, folks. But we do have time to talk more about Henry. He doesn't come across as posh. Is that true? I've never spoken to him, Henry. But where would he shop? I don't know. I don't think he would shop. Maybe he's got like minions to do the shopping for him. Or maybe he just orders online and gets it delivered. You know? Like, and then you wouldn't know it was him shopping because it could be someone else. I'm purely speculating here, folks. So even if he does shop, he could do it anonymously somehow, right? Exactly, right? Personal butler. Like, he wouldn't need to lift a finger, literally. He could tell someone else to buy whatever he needed. I suspect, though, that he probably buys his own stuff for the gaming computers, or for his own computers. I think that might be a thing. Wouldn't, like, if you were into that, you would probably buy your own gaming stuff, right? Now, that's what I would do anyway. If I was into building computers, I'd be buying my own hardware. I wouldn't be trusting anyone else with that. Because it's really important when it comes to tech stuff that you get what you want, and you wouldn't trust anyone else with that. Richard says he can afford Amazon Prime. Yeah, he can. Exactly. So he can get a Prime account and then buy whatever he needs. He wouldn't need to go out shopping, would he? You could just get everything delivered. And yeah, maybe you've got a personal butler or personal shopping assistant. That's a thing. That actually is a thing, I believe. Personal shopper. But it is a thing. Personal shopping assistant. It really is. And they pay well. But they do have sometimes some quirky, like, you're basically the person who tries to get things for people who have demands, right? And the demands can be kind of quirky as well. So Besselora says he would keep it real and go to a farmer's market. Would he? He'd be supporting local and everything. Oh, that's very nice. He would keep it real, go to a farmer's market, all wrapped up in a nice cuddly scarf and coat. Oh, very romantic. I hope you make some headway with that one. Calm down, Besselora, exactly. Yeah. But that's okay. We can all have our fantasies, right? Sorry, got carried away. Oh dear. Would you offer him some? Gosh. Ay, ay, ay. Freshly laid, indeed. Goodness me. But seriously, though, like, maybe he's got a personal shopping assistant. What are the duties of a personal? Maybe customers who booked an appointment, get to know customers' likes, dislikes, budget, select goods, services, online stores, or stores online that fulfill customers' needs. There you go. Make sure unsold goods are returned to the right departments. Yeah, so literally you can have one of these, personal shopping assistants. Why not? Oh dear, the Henry. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, yeah, I gotta say, hopefully no one feels too insecure, because I'm feeling really insecure right now. I have no way of competing with people like Henry C. And yeah, it could only lead to Henry Gate. Exactly, right? No, don't say that. Does Henry enjoy cake? Okay. But he too couldn't resist devouring Tom Cruise's famous coconut cake. Okay. So he does like coconut cake for sure, at least. His favorite food, loves some homemade strawberry and cucumber milkshake, nachos, pizza, and fries. His favorite dish is spicy sausage ragu, and his drink of choice is dirty martini. Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that. But now we know. What would she tell me off about? Besselora? Actually, don't tell her any of this. Otherwise she probably will tell me off. But she isn't exactly coconut. I don't know about unless, like, the bits. I prefer if it's well ground up and not like. I don't like coconut flakes. I think that's what it is. Laura would like some of Henry's stuff. Henry can slice a cake perfectly just by looking at it. Yes, he's got laser eyes, doesn't he? Oh dear. A cucumber should not be in a milkshake. I don't know. Maybe it's for like the I don't know why you put cucumbers in milkshake. To be honest, sounds healthy, not fat. Yeah, I'm not sure. He's probably got some concoction that he has to take in order to maintain that physique. Incidentally, it's not easy to maintain a physique because the muscle mass that you gotta maintain takes a huge amount of calories. So you gotta consume a lot of food basically. I'm not sure many people are willing to do that. He is super. Yeah, he is. He really is. He can definitely slice cake just looking at it. Let's see. Where's that one? Exactly. Michael got it right. Can slice a cake. Henry C can slice a cake perfectly just by looking at it. That is probably true. Cool. Okay, we've hit 5 o'clock on this Sunday stream. Thank you everyone for being here with me today. I know it's been kind of random in the chats. Oh dear. But yeah. Bessalora says being an actor sounds. It's not easy. It's not as easy as people, like there's a lot of glamour, obviously, but you got to get into character. You got to deal with a lot of stuff, and yeah, Emma will be so jealous. Yeah, it's been fun. It has been. Sorry about that. We only did one sprint today. I will try to do better next time. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's just gonna hit 5 o'clock like in a few seconds actually. In about 10-15 seconds. But let's call it a day. We'll call it a Sunday. And I will catch everyone on Discord and YouTube. I'm going to be back here on Wednesday, 4 to 6, same time, 3 to 5 on Sunday next week. And as usual, there'll be a Friday video out as well. But yeah, have yourself a great weekend, rest of the Sunday. Have a great rest of your day. We didn't even manage to get cake gain exactly. But yeah, thanks everyone and have a good weekend. I'll see you next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.